your skin. Just the touch of your hand makes me tremble within. Love the smell of your hair, lying here in my bed. Never gonna be alone, 'cause with you I'm finally coming home. I wanna be with you always, 'cause that is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. You are my world in every place. It's the things that you do, and it's the smile on your face. And as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. I'm in a better place. Without your love, I am out of place. And without you, I am just a trace. I love you with all of my heart. Together forever, never to part. I wanna be with you always, 'cause that is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. Always, yeah. You are my world in every place. Oh, oh, oh. It's the things that you do. It's the things you do, baby. And it's the smile on your face. Smile on your face. And as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. A better place. In a better place. It's the things that you do. The things that you do. And it's the smile on your face. The smile on your face. And as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. A better place. In a better place.
What's going on, everybody? Let me make sure that I'm not muted, and that is my levels are good. What is going on? Oh man, I tried to do this last night and had a few technical difficulties, and internet went on and off last night for a little bit, so I wasn't able to do this last night, which is what I wanted to do, just to do like this quick unboxing. And here's what happens, man. We try to do something, and I was trying to do the unboxing last night, and end up getting another package today, which is kind of cool. Some merch from Preston. So I should have tagged them actually. Actually, you know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tag them in this post real quick so that they can see, they can be part of this as well. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing well. Just kind of hang out with me for a little bit tonight. And if you want to jump on the live stream, you know, tonight as well, let me know so we can, there we go. We can kind of hang out. And Andrew. Yeah, let's do this again. So we got merch, and gear. Unboxing. Cool. I just wanted to say that. All right. So anyway, here's my here's the thing. So I was I'm trying to stop, honestly, trying to buy gear and certain things. So um I feel like everything that I have currently is pretty solid, camera wise, um, microphones, 2, 3 mics. I feel really good about. Um, I'm in the market probably for a pencil mic, but we'll see about that. Um, the only thing that I think it's okay, but I think I can probably just try to do a little bit better is my lighting. Now, this is just a different lighting setup that you're seeing right here too. This is not what I'm going to be talking about tonight. This is a different little lighting setup as well. So this is if you guys can see it, let me show you here. I can show you. So you can probably see a little bit of the setup there. I have a nice soft box over here, a small one, and it's not that big. It's not that big. I think that one's like 12 inches or something like that. And it's a pretty decent one. Then I have another one over here, but the light that's actually inside this one is a panel light. It's not a LED light that I'll probably show tonight and kind of unbox here in a second as well too. So it's something a little bit different, as well. So I'm going to do that unboxing, and then I got some new gear that kind of came in, and I want to kind of do that as well. All right. All right. So that's the side view that I got going on. So what I do have is, let me turn this on. So I got this puppy set up already. I do have a couple of things that I wanted to unbox. So what I purchased. Oh, let me make sure I say hello to everybody. Uh-oh. Hey, Samantha. How are you doing? Good to see you. What up, yo? What's going on, dude? Yeah, I'm that whole gear thing, man. I'm trying my best to stop. But this is you can't tell by the box, but this is a lantern, and it is a different style of softbox that I wanted to try because I wanted to bring a little more light into my overall videos and live stream. So I have been researching different light sources and diffusers and all of that stuff. Liking a little subtle. I like that. Yeah. I figured I'd try to do something, add a little something there. All right. So this is a 20-inch glow quick ball lantern. My space isn't massive, right? It's not massive. And so I need to change this camera source. My bad. My space isn't massive. It's probably 9 by 10, maybe. Yeah, 9 by 10. So it's not massive. And I don't have space for like a huge softbox like I want, probably like a 36-incher, softbox. I don't have space for that. So I've been trying my best to figure out a better light source, for my space. The lighting isn't horrible, but I feel like I can do just a little bit better. So we got this guy. Actually, let me see if this camera angle may be better. And what I can do, this is why I like Ecamm. Boom. Just maybe a little bit better for you guys can see the whole thing as I bring it out. And that's it right here. What is this? What is going on? Why is this light source not changing? Apologies, everybody. I'm trying to. There we go. Trying to get this one. So it's only 20 inches. And actually, I purchased one that was a little larger. And when I took it out the box, I just felt it was just too big. I was just like, this isn't going to work. So I bought a 20-incher, which is good. And I think, like I said, my space isn't massive, and I think it'll do the job. The cool thing I like about this is that, boom, that's it. You can. That is exactly one of the reasons why I like this. And let me see if I can move that back a little bit. That's not that good. But this is how big it is. It's nothing huge. It's nothing too too massive, for me. I actually think it's gonna work really well. When you think about what I'm trying to do here as well is just kind of create more light and introduce more light into my overall studio. The other thing that I like about this that I read up on is that when I put the light, and I got the light here down here, I purchased the light too. Then when you put the light here, you actually have this little portion. It's like a little plate. And you can slide this plate up and down, and what it does, it'll bounce the light off of this inside the actual lantern, and you can play around with this, for less deflection, for more deflection, less, increased light source to kind of go through. And you can play around with this. So I thought that was actually cool. One of the reasons why I actually wanted to get this, because I actually like this. There's a couple of them that are out there, and they don't have this. They don't have this piece on there. And so that's what I wanted to do. We Ecamm around here. Loving multi-views. I'm still working on that. That's good, man. This has been a work in progress. You've seen some of my old videos where I was pretty much like in the corner of this same place, of this same room. I started over here in this corner when I very first started doing like Zoom calls, yada, yada, yada. And then I ended up moving over here in this corner. And then I ended up taking over the whole place and, moving everything kind of in the center here. So it's all a work in progress, man. It is all a work in progress. So this is, there we go. So that is what this is. And, this is my new toy. This is the actual diffuser. This is the diffusion and the cover that goes over this. So I'm not gonna I'm gonna do a before and after. I'm gonna really probably set this up tomorrow morning early, which is like how I like to do things. Get up super early and just play around with stuff. But I wanted to do the unboxing for this, and this is going to be the diffuser that actually goes on top of this. But I want to get to the other piece unboxing. So we got the actual lantern, which is cool. Lantern is really cool. It's awesome. But the light sources that I have are compatible with this. Whether it's this one or it's this other one, they're not compatible, because that takes what they call a Bowens mount. It has like these 3 tabs that you can lock it in and then twist it, and it actually locks in place. So I had to find a light that, one, was affordable, 2, that I didn't need to break the bank, because like I said, my space is small. If I ever get a bigger space, bigger studio or something like that, then I will invest more in a larger, light source. But I think this one is actually going to do the job. And there we go. So this one is it's a GVE, and it is a LED light. And it's not too big. It's actually, the size is like perfect for what I'm trying to do. There are apertures. There are gosh, I'm just trying to think. Aperture is probably the number one brand when you start to think about kind of light sources like this. They have so many different ones, but man, they have one that just came out too, and it is the I think it's the Amaron 60D and 60X. They're awesome. They're super compact, and they're sold out everywhere. So, being the impatient person that I am, I went ahead and found something that, after watching probably, 20, 25 videos, and then thinking about my use case, decided to go with something along this lines. Actually, let me do this too. I'm gonna add I'm gonna add, because I want to keep my face on the screen, because that way I don't have to keep switching back and forth. How's that? And I'll put that in the corner. All right, cool beans. That way I don't have to keep switching back and forth. So, and I can actually look at you while I'm doing this too. So this is actually pretty cool. So you know what? Just like everybody else, I opened it yesterday. This is not the first time I'm unboxing this. So, I'm not going, I ain't gonna front and act like, oh my gosh, this is like the very first time. No, I unboxed it yesterday, checked it out, plugged it in, and everything. So, I'm just gonna let you know. It's like 6 pounds or something like that. It is not that heavy at all. It has an app that I can actually kind of control the light. If you can see that, I can actually, I may plug it in, but you can actually, and I don't have the app yet, but you can actually use the app to control the temperature, the intensity and everything. And it's really cool, and it's kind of light as well, because the other thing that I like about this is that, excuse me, sorry about the sound, sorry about the noise, but I can turn it and then lock it in place. And so whenever, if I'm going to use my light source like this, or if it's going to be, which will probably be something like this, I can adjust that. Only thing I don't like is this big knob here that you got to turn. big knob here that you got to turn. That's the only thing that I'm not liking too much is this big knob that you got to turn right here, but it is what it is. So we'll figure that out. All right. It comes with just your regular plug. As well. This is GVC brand. Yes, it is. Yep. GVC brand. That I'm actually, like I said, done a little bit of research on. Thought it was actually pretty decent. And I like it. It also comes with, and I don't know. It comes with some gels, and these are just some color gels that you could, you can add in there. You can add, that you can add in there and, kind of change up the color a little bit, when you're doing something a little bit different, as well. So I thought this was actually cool to for them to add this on there as well. And so that's cool. And then it comes with like a little light dome. So if I, let's say I want to go back to my regular light sources that I use, and I wanted to add like some accents or something and use this, then I actually have the ability to kind of use this as like a little accent light to kind of spread some, some more light, in the room, but be very directional with it. Like I've seen, I am so, these guys are amazing. A lot of these YouTubers, but Caleb Pike, the DSLR shooter, like he will use certain lights and he'll use like a grid on there, and it'll look like there's like a window like in his background, like the shadow of a window. I was like, that's so cool. I'm not trying to do all of that, but it's it's just cool to be able to maybe have the opportunity to possibly do something like that with one of these light sources, playing around with it. We'll see. So this is all a journey, man, for myself and for all of us who are out here trying to do some content creation as well. So I wanted to just do this little quick unboxing for this. Like I said, I'm not going to set it up tonight. I am a morning person, so I will probably, set this up. Not probably, I will set this up tomorrow and do like a before and after or something like that. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys want to share with me, in the comments, what lights do you use? What's your lighting setup? Please go ahead and do that. And then let us know in the comments. And, what are your thoughts on, this new lighting setup, that I'm going to be trying? Do you think it's going to work? Do I stick with what I currently have? Are you guys upgrading? Right? What's something that you guys are doing differently, or that you want to kind of share in the comments? If there's a question or something like that, please go ahead and put it in there as well, too, while I kind of move this off. Here's the other thing that I realized. I don't have any music playing, and I want music playing, and I like music playing. But I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And what did you, okay. This is definitely work in progress. I have a list of things, yes, I want to add. First, a new camera, so that I have multi-views. Okay, excellent. What type of camera are you thinking about adding, to your setup, as well? I would be interested to want to know what kind of camera that you want to add to your setup. That'd be kind of cool. Can't wait to see that. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Hello. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Yes. Good choice. So this one, not this one. This one. No, not even this one. I'm sorry. Let me show you. So this one right here is my Sony ZV-E10. This setup right here, which I actually like as well. So it's actually been pretty cool. So yeah, new babies. Steve, what do you use to stream to Facebook and YouTube? I use StreamYard. So I use Restream. I use Restream to live stream to Facebook, LinkedIn. Not on this channel. I don't do it, but I use Restream to actually do that as well. So I've been utilizing that for a while. It's actually been working out. It's been working out really, really well for me to kind of get to all of the channels as well. So I'm hoping that one day that Ecamm, has a way that you can stream to all of the platforms, right? If I am incorrect in saying that they don't, someone let me know. Other than utilizing Restream, please go ahead and let me know that, because I've probably done some measure of research on that. So I use Restream to go to all these platforms. Cool. As well. But yeah, so this is my Sony ZV-E10 that I really like, and it's been working out really well for me too. Is Restream a function only in Mac? I don't think so. I think it's actually in PC as well. So I think it is, because I think there's a lot of people that use PCs, and they use Restream, of course, and then of course they also use StreamYard. And so, but here's the one thing that I'm gonna start doing. Hold on for a second. Let me move this out of my way. I do have one more box to open, and that's going to be the new gear. So I'm actually looking forward to that one. That's the new gear. Yes, yes, that would be awesome. No, they don't. Though you have to use Restream. I already tried to do that, but didn't want to pay for anything more right now. Nope, 100% agree. 100% agree. And I think you just have to figure out, all of us, right? What platforms are going to, be, the best, right? So for me right now, even though I stream with Podcasters Live, I stream to Twitter as well. And we go to Twitter and YouTube and the Facebook group. But of course, the goal is that we're trying to grow the YouTube channel, and so we definitely make sure that we stream as much as possible over into YouTube as well. So it's been kind of cool. What other questions you guys have? Please go ahead and put them out there. Let me know if there's anything from a gear standpoint that you may be using differently, and that you're trying to utilize to help you with your live stream. And maybe I can help answer a couple of questions or something like that. This is Aon. Hey, yes. By the way, been using StreamYard, but I need to use it for a year, because I paid an annual, and I'm thinking of using Restream. Sorry about that. So here's the thing, and I'll say this real quick too, because the one decision, and I was gonna wait to do this, and I will still make a decision. One of the things that we are focused in on with Podcasters Live is helping podcasters go live and learn how to live stream, period, right? The goal is for us to help them to build a community so that they can build their audience via live stream. The one thing that I know is that not a lot of podcasters have Macs, right? It's just the truth. Not a lot of podcasters have Macs. They have PCs. So what we are going to be doing from a Podcasters Live standpoint, as much as we love Ecamm, right? I just got some new overlays and some other stuff done too. As much as we love Ecamm, we are going to periodically and do some tutorials, but we are also going to start live streaming on StreamYard because we want to do tutorials for podcasters utilizing StreamYard and Riverside.fm, so that way they know how to use all the platforms, especially if they are not a Mac user. So we just feel that that's the right thing to do. Once again, as much as we love Ecamm, and you guys know this, use Ecamm all day long, but I started out with StreamYard, so I know it pretty well, and I want to make sure that we are helping more podcasters who are not Mac users and help them utilize the platform that's going to get them up and running from a live stream standpoint as quickly as possible. And sometimes it's StreamYard, sometimes it may be Riverside as well, or it may be just going live in their Facebook group. That's it. Yes, please, Steve, I need to learn more StreamYard. Good. Thank you. I'm glad you just sort of proved my case there. So yeah, we were thinking about it the other day, and I was just like, man, hold it for a second. I said, I can't do that. I got to make sure that I'm connecting with everybody, because we are called Podcasters Live. We're not called Podcasters Ecamm Live, right? We are called Podcasters Live. And so we have to gear everything towards the podcasters. And once again, a lot of podcasters don't use Macs, and they use Windows. Even though I use Mac, it doesn't matter. The functionality for StreamYard is the exact same. It is just a matter of teaching and doing the tutorial, for them on StreamYard, utilizing StreamYard so that they know how to go live. Accommodate everyone. Got to, especially when you're trying to grow. You're trying to grow something. I use Windows, not Mac. Yep. See? Exactly. So, all right. It's 8:30. That's not that bad. Time's not that bad. Timing isn't that bad. So here's what I wanted to do. Here we go. I got one more. Absolutely. Man, we got a whole bunch of stuff coming. I mean, oh man, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I mean, we got blog posts that are out of this world. The website is probably about 90% done. We'll probably do a soft launch next week. We'll have a massive, guest feature page. We are going to be launching our podcast live stream audit. Where we will audit your podcast and your live stream, give you some feedback based off of our 7 elements of a successful, live stream podcast. So we have that launching. We have a webinar that we are going to be started marketing probably within the next 2 weeks. And that is going to be for podcasters imposter syndrome, helping podcasters understand the idea, concepts of imposter syndrome, but more importantly, how do you overcome imposter syndrome as a podcaster? So, man, I mean, when I say we have a lot of stuff, kind of going on, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. Yes, I see you doing awesome. Oh, Steve, glad I'm a part of your journey. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Now, here we go. The Pierre de Resistance. I think that's how they say it. All right. So this is some new gear, and I think I may have a brand new piece that is not on our website yet at PrestonSoul.com/podcasterslive. I'm gonna be careful because I don't want to slice the new stuff. Oh, dude, I'm stoked. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta move this keyboard. I need some space for this. Ooh-wee. I gotta lay this out. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna leave these two for last. So if you go to www.PrestonSoul.com/podcasterslive, you can get our merch there. We truly ask that you support us. And you know, a lot of people say this, but money that we use, it truly goes back into the business, and it goes back into helping improve our offerings so that we can do the best for you as podcasters. And you guys are trying to develop and grow. But it also helps us, of course, kind of grow the brand. We've had, Monty Weaver, he actually wore something from my Worthy Retail You stuff, but we've had also Never Call Me Again, Mr. Robert Reed, he wore some of our gear for Worthy Retail You. But Roy Richardson has been an amazing and faithful person for us with Podcasters Live. He's bought and worn, you know, several pieces of our gear on his live stream. So I truly appreciate that. You know, and the cool thing is that, and I do the same thing, like my buddy James Hicks, you know, got 2 or 3 pieces of his gear, and you know, and just you know, Diana Gladney, you know, just people that I appreciate and don't mind, you know, rocking their stuff. So here we go. So, oh yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Yeah, new merch. Ooh, yeah, I love this color. Oh yeah, I like this color. I like this color a lot. Oh, that is gonna look so good on camera. And it's gonna be awesome. So I got the red one. And we got the black one. Oh, that looks good too. Oh yeah. I'm pretty stoked about it. This is awesome. And these and here's the one thing that I always appreciate is the quality of the merch. Like, this isn't cheap. This isn't cheap stuff. This isn't stuff that's going to shrink when you wash it. It's going to keep, and it's going to stay. And that's the cool thing. That's why I love Preston Soul and everything that they do, because the quality of their merch is just simply outstanding. And then these, you know, I played baseball and basketball growing up, and I've always loved these style of shirts. I like that color too. I've always loved these style of shirts. This is they call it the Raglan. They call it Raglan shirt, but I call it a baseball shirt, right? Because that's what it looks like. It looks like a baseball jersey, and these are like 3/4 sleeves. And I actually have a couple of them that I've been rocking, and when Press and So kind of came up with a new colorway, for me that I actually really like, and so that all kind of fits together, and it's actually really cool and sweet. And then there is a red one. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna probably ask him to do one of these, and I'll probably ask him to do one of these in white with the lettering in white. What are your thoughts? I really like to hear your thoughts out there. What's your thoughts on the colors? Is there another color that you would like to see, or is there something, whether you're here live or you're on a replay looking at this? Let me know of another colorway or something like that you would like to see. I would open the feedback and your thoughts on this as well too. So, okay, those are the t-shirts. Those are the t-shirts. All right, so I'm gonna move those over. Oh, love the baseball shirts. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm gonna try my best just to use my hands. Oh, okay. Yeah. And this is just another, I love hoodies. So, just saying, I do. So here's the crazy part, right? So I have, Worthy Retail U that we do, and Retail Leadership with Steve Worthy. And that's more kind of professional. What do they call it? Business professional or business casual, so I have like, the polo shirts with the logo on it and things like that. And, occasionally I'll rock a hoodie, when I'm doing maybe a live stream or something like that. But the cool thing that I love about this whole Podcasters Live thing, it's just podcasting is such a chill, like, vibe, right? As podcasters, the majority of us, we don't take ourselves too seriously. We take our craft and what we do seriously, but we don't take, ourselves too seriously. And so being able to rock a hoodie like I'm rocking tonight with this one for Podcasters Live, and then being able to have another one that I can choose from that I am pretty. This feels so good. This just feels so good too. Oh man, it's like you guys have a brand new car, like, it has that new clothes smell. Some people don't like that smell. I actually like that smell. So we got the hoodie. Let me know if there's a different color or something like that you guys are thinking about, and that you would like to see. Let me know. All right, so that's the one hoodie. Now, what's going on, Laura? How are you? And then, oh yeah. So I did ask them. To do something special for me. I asked them to do. I said, I like the black. That's cool. But I want a different color. Blue is my favorite color. And so they did a blue one for me. I'm like a little kid in the candy store. If you can't tell tonight, I really am. I'm really digging this one. Ooh. Oh, this feels so good. Oh, dude, this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm pretty stoked. Oh, I'm pretty stoked about this one. I love this color. Like I said, blue is my favorite color. And, you know, I asked them to surprise me, and I think they knew blue was my favorite color, and they created one for me in blue. And I think we'll start selling the blue one too. Right now we just have black. If there's another color that you guys, you know, maybe red, you know, I don't know if red's gonna be too much red. It's a lot, right? For a sweatshirt. I don't think I have any of my stuff in red. But if there's something else, another color that you guys are thinking about, you know, or something like that, yeah, go ahead and let me know. But I'm digging this. I'm digging these two. Man, pretty stoked. What I did want to, you know, not take all my time and take all the time, and I wanted to do the unboxing, but I also wanted to take the time to ask you guys if you had any questions. I think I did put on here that this was going to be sort of a Q&A as well. So if there's a question or something like that you are having, you know, about your journey, about live streaming, you know, about podcasting, you know, go ahead and put it in the comments and let me know, and then we can definitely you know answer those questions and kind of have a dialogue, because I'm telling you, this whole podcasting thing, let me this song, let me turn it down just a second. This whole podcasting thing is you know, it's a journey that I've actually truly enjoyed to be on, because it has helped me just, I think, personally kind of get things out that are in my head, that a lot of the time the tendency for us is that we actually kind of just keep it to ourselves, and we keep some of this knowledge to ourselves. And one of the things that I always say is that your content and everything that you have to offer isn't for you, and it's not about you. It's for other people. And so the goal with Podcasters Live is for us to help you kind of create and craft your message, your brand, not for you, right? But for the people who are going to be listening to your message, who are going to be engaging with you from a live stream standpoint. One of the things that I've realized too, we say this, and and you'll see more of this coming out too as we start ramping up all of our marketing, is that the number one problem for podcasters isn't getting started. It's not. Everybody think it's getting started. You can start a podcast on your phone, just like a live stream, right? You can live stream on your phone. You can podcast and start a podcast on your phone. That is not the problem. The number one problem for podcasters is discoverability. It's getting your podcast and also your live stream in front of more and more people. And so the way to do that is for us to help you with the live stream standpoint, so that you can create engagement. You know, Samantha is she's, and I know Samantha, you probably don't have a podcast, but I think just from a live stream standpoint, you know, one of the things you, of course, do really well is connecting with your audience, who's listening, who's out there in your space, and that's the way you've been able to grow community. And I think that is a word that is hasn't been spoken about in podcasting, is community. It's the word that's been spoken is downloads, right? How many downloads do you get? Right. That is the number one telltale sign that people will use for success within your podcast. And for me, that can be nothing further from the truth. It is truly about how do you craft your message so that way you can engage with more people. The other thing with the live stream that we are trying to do is that we're trying to help you get your podcast discovered, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to listen to your podcast on your live stream, right? Or that you have to podcast live. Now, we can help you with that too, but a lot of times what we have found with some of our current clients is that we are helping them push more people to their actual audio podcast for more consumption because they have brand deals, they have sponsors, all of that stuff that they don't currently have right now with their live stream, but they have with their podcast. And it could be just neighborhood mom and pop shops from a sponsorship standpoint, but it's sponsored nonetheless. So the goal is for us to help people learn more about your podcast and then possibly shift them over to your audio podcast for more listening consumption as well. Steve, should I really need to use a Stream Deck for StreamYard? Great question. As much as I love my Stream Deck, right? You don't necessarily need it. And if I was to suggest one, I would suggest, of course, not the 6. I think there's the 6. I would probably suggest the 15 if you really wanted to just kind of get started utilizing your Stream Deck, because that's the one I started with. I started with the 15, and then as I started growing in my live streaming and I started having more guests, I started to look at my run a show differently. I started to I wanted to have more scenes when you have a guest, and you can you can go from different views and different point of views and perspectives. So for me, it became more advantageous, and then I upgraded to the Stream Deck XL. Having said that, when I started with StreamYard, I used my mouse. And I was able to switch scenes back and forth. But would I have probably used a Stream Deck? When I started, I probably would have. But I think right now, for me, you can utilize it. You can utilize StreamYard without a Stream Deck, and I think you can be successful. However, as your live stream starts to grow, and the more run a show that you have, and that production that you want to have, then I think you may need something like that to help you with your workflow, with the flow. Can you send a link for that tool? Which one, for the Stream Deck, or which tool? Let me know which tool you're talking about, and I can definitely try to help accommodate you, with that as well too. I am not streaming or podcasting right now because I'm working on me and healing out. But I enjoy the communities. I know you do. And showing up in conversations with good, encouraging people. Just FYI. And I know you do. I know, Laura. I know, Laura. And I think those of us who know you, and when you show up, right? You show up with so much sincerity. And we know, and even when I do my Worthy Retail You stuff and my retail leadership stuff, I know you're not at retail, but the cool thing is that you show up and you ask questions and you engage. And then what that does is that helps other people, become more comfortable with engagement and speaking up. So I said that to say is that, and I don't know if anybody's ever said this to you before, but you are extremely valuable and desired in the context of your presence when you come on, right? When you come on, my live streams, and I can dare say with other people as well. When you pop, James Hicks, when you come on, it's cool. We know that you're going to engage and that you're going to help the audience engage as well too. So anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to say that to you because I truly do Okay, now here's the thing. You know, I suck at names. I'm better at faces, and I do not want to. And we have been talking for a while now. Ayani, you know, spell it out, you know, phonetically, how I want to make sure I pronounce it correct. Ayani. I'm completely messing it up, and you're gonna like super unsubscribe to everything that I do because I am messing up your name. Oh, well, it's Ian. That's right, Ian. I don't know why I overcomplicated it. I super overcomplicated it because I remember when we first connected, I think I asked you that too. And I super overcomplicated it as well too. So once again, Ian, good to see you as always tonight. Yes, and I'll send you the link, and I'll send it over to you as well. So, I'm not so techie. I only want to podcast while working on my crafty stuff, talking while crafting. But yes, using a lot, using my mouse is kind of a hassle. Yeah, it can be. Dr. Elo's in the house. How are you doing, sir? I just did some unboxing for a new lantern that I have, a new light source that I'm going to be using, and then did some unboxing for some new gear that we have and some new merch for Podcasters Live. So got some cool stuff kind of going on tonight as well. But what you saying? I just want to make sure I get your comments up. You forgot. I did. And now it's over. You know, now you're gonna. I won't forget that anymore. I won't forget that. I will not forget that. Awesome. Thanks. Thanks, man. I appreciate that so much, man. You have I don't know. Yeah, because I'm like a kid. I'm like a proud papa, right? You know, I know you can easily go back and check the replay, but we got some baseball shirts that I love, that are super, super soft. Like these are like, oh, they're like, they're really soft. They're just really soft, and I love the material that they use as well. So we got 2 of those that they sent me out. Black t-shirt, red t-shirt, you know, for Podcasters Live, and super enjoying it. And then they made me a specialized color for the blue. And then of course we have the black online, but I think they're going to probably put the blue. They're probably going to put the blue out there as well too, which is actually really cool. So, you know, PrestonSoul.com/Podcasters Live. Please go ahead and show your love. I greatly appreciate it. You know, like I said, we are growing by leaps and bounds. If you know of anybody that would find any interest in what we're trying to do, which is trying to help podcasters grow a community and grow their audience through live streaming, teaching them some of the tools so that they can actually understand how to actually enhance their brand, please make sure you go ahead and send them our way, because we got a lot of great things, you know, kind of taking place. And 2022 is the year that we have, of course, talked about intentionality. Amazing brother, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And you know, and Dr. Elo, coming from you, man, and I, you know, and listen to me, man. I think the people here that are here right now and other people understand that. Like, I don't say stuff that I don't mean. You know, I really don't. You know, and when I started doing this live stream stuff, I started catching your stuff on LinkedIn. And I think was it Friday nights? Maybe it was Friday evenings or something like that. And you were doing, and I don't know if you're still doing it or not, but I know when I first started kind of getting back into this live streaming thing, and I caught some of your stuff on YouTube, and I was like, okay, this dude, I love like his authenticity. And I think the other thing. Now, where are you from, Dr. Elo? Are now? I don't know if you're from New York, and are you Puerto Rican? And if I remember correctly, I can't remember. I want to say I want to say that you are, but if not, and I'll tell you why that connected with me. If you tell me a little bit about where you're from, and then why that kind of connected with me as well. I'll just tell you because my oldest daughter, we're all from New York, and my oldest daughter, her mom's Puerto Rican, and so and grew up in Washington Heights, and eating different foods and stuff that I wasn't really kind of accustomed to, but kind of came to grow and love. Pastere, right? Rice and beans. Yes, I'm originally from Puerto Rico. I thought I remember that. Oh, dude, I live in Ellicott City, Maryland. I live in yeah, man. I'm in between you and Baltimore. Wow, that's so okay. So you know what? We got to connect and do like a live stream or something together, man. I didn't realize that you were this close to me. So this is that's actually pretty cool, man. After this, we can get this Omicron type of settled a little bit, and that's so dope. That's so dope. I had no clue that you were that close to me. There's a couple of places that are in between us, that like a studio where you can you can do like a podcast and a live stream and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and connect offline, man, and see if we can get something set up, man. We can get our cameras and get some stuff kind of going on, man. I would appreciate that. Maybe I can just have you on Podcasters Live, and we can actually do it like live in person, which would be kind of different, right? As well. All right. Well, people, I appreciate your continued support for everything that we're doing, and indulging me when I go live, not just on Wednesday nights, but also with all these different things that we try to do with these impromptu kind of unboxings and conversations and stuff like that. And we have so many things that we are trying to kind of roll out, but we want to do it smartly, if that's a word. We want to do it so that way we're not in business. We talk about over-indexing, putting too much out there, and we put just so much out there, and people have so many choices, then they're like, well, it's always going to be there, so I'm just going to hold off and wait. So we are trying our best not to over-index with certain things, but to give and put out exactly what you need. And so those are the things that in our philosophy and our mindset, and the people that we have on our show, I'm telling you, man, the people that we have already had and the people that we have on our show, and having on our show, wait till you see. I think I did a live stream the other week and we talked a little bit about it. Amazing people who are awesome in what they do, content creation, podcasting, and live streaming, and have the ability to add value to whatever it is that you're trying to do. And that is our goal. Our goal is to put people and experts in front of you that you can learn from, and that you can understand the importance of what it is that you do and how you can actually get your message, get your content, get your setup, get everything that you do, get it all across, so that way nothing is actually convoluted, and that people kind of understand with what you have to say. So need to go, Steve. Thank you for sharing as always. God bless you. Good to see you again. Absolutely. Ian, and I will send you over that link so you can check that out as well. I was streaming on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Facebook and LinkedIn, but I got deployed. Yeah, with the military for 90 days. Just got back yesterday, picking up. Oh man, what branch? What branch? What branch? Is it Army? Right? I think I heard you. I think I may have heard you mention that as well too, man. I think I may. And welcome back. Yes. Yes, and congrats on your awesome merch. I love them. Hope I can get one too. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll ask someone to get me that. All right. Excellent. U.S. Coast Guard. That's right. Coast Guard. All right. Well, we have the military in common as well. I'm a former Air Force vet. I'm old, so I served over in Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and did that. Was deployed over there in theater for about a year, maybe a little over a year. I think it was like almost a year and a half, something like that. KC 135 is life support, what we worked on, over there as well. So it was actually really cool, man. So thank you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. It's it's the military taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about discipline. Here's the funny part. I was just teaching someone yesterday. Hold up. I was getting thirsty. I was just teaching someone yesterday the 1,000-yard stare. So I'm in retail exec and visit a lot of stores, and some of these stores are in some tough neighborhoods, and you have certain customers who are tough, right? It is what it is. And someone was asking me for just some advice on how to deal with certain customers, and I taught them the 1,000-yard stare. You have the trainer instructor who comes right up in your face, right? They're like right up in your face, and then that 1,000-yard stare is like you're standing there at attention, and you're just like looking through them. You're listening to what they have to say, but you're kind of like looking through them, because it also gives you just a sense of peace. People can be yelling at you, they can be doing whatever, so you're kind of almost you're not fully mentally checked out, but you're not giving tons and tons of space to what's happening to you. And so teaching them that 1,000-yard stare has helped them kind of understand, like, they still need to be present with what the person is saying, but they don't allow what the person or the complaint and the yelling of the customer to impact their cadence, their persona, right? Who they are. And I think that's, from a military, those are certain things that we learned, right? You can't get rattled, right? You keep it, you stay calm and cool under pressure. And so teaching them that, I don't know where it came from. When I was having a conversation with the person, they were just like, dude, that's awesome. That's so good. I don't think anyone has ever told me that. And I was like, yeah, you won't get that in any type of retail, environment. You're just looking to the horizon. Yeah, horizon. That's it, man. You're just like looking, and that person could be yelling. I mean, I've been in retail for like 20 some odd years. And so that has served me well, because then once they stop talking, and then I gave them this too. And I said, when they stop talking, just say, is there anything else? Or is that it? Is that it? And it's not, it's not a negative thing. It was like, is that all? Is that it? And is there anything else that I can help you with? Like, learn that over years too, to de-escalate and to diffuse confrontation, whether it's with peers, people that I lead, conflict in meetings, in boardrooms, all those de-escalation, techniques that I've actually been able to use. What does all that have to do with Podcasters Live? Do you know what it has to do with Podcasters Live? And just like with anything that is out there on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, it is a part of who you are, right? everything that you put out there is a part of who you are. It is your socialization. It is your upbringing. It is your wins, your challenges, your opportunities. It's all of those things, all wrapped up into one. And so when I talk about certain things, I bring them to bear with podcasting and leadership. Here's the one thing too that as you guys continue to know me, get to know me, and this is the other part of these live streams, and this is why I encourage podcasters to do live streaming, is so that people get to know the person behind the microphone, the person behind the audio only content. Is that leadership and coaching is all in my blood. It oozes out of me without me thinking about it. And you can ask Walter Strong, Walter Gaynor, James Hicks. It will ooze out of me, because that is just kind of part of who I am. Discipline. Yeah, discipline, straight up. That's it, right? Discipline. And those are the pieces. And so when I think about Podcasters Live, what you'll get and what you'll see and what you'll hear is me talking about how to grow yourself as an individual, because as you grow yourself as an individual, your content will grow, right? You'll have a better understanding of your niche for your podcast, which, guess what? When you do that, your live stream will be better. When you know more about who you are and what you want to put out there, and not be like a mini Dr. Elo, right? You don't want to be, I love Dr. Elo stuff, right? But he doesn't want another, little Elo, Dr. Elo out there, right? He wants you to be who you are. And so I think understanding that journey to who you are is the richest part of what we're trying to provide. With the webinar that we have coming up around imposter syndrome, and I'm not gonna give too much away, because I can talk about it all day long. I talk about it with Worthy Retail U, what we do over there in retail leadership with Steve Worthy, the podcast, and with our coaching clients over there. I deal with that, at least 2-3 times a week with different clients. And guess what? Deal with it with podcasters too, with that innate feeling of why is anyone going to listen to my stuff, or who am I? It is a normal feeling. It is a normal feeling, and I want to got to learn to ease the piece to the deck when necessary. That's right. Yeah, man. Here's the thing, and I don't know how many of you have ever seen the movie A Beautiful Mind. Go ahead and put it in the comments if you've ever seen the movie A Beautiful Mind while I take a sip. Let me know if you've seen the movie A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe. I'm going to give you this for free. I should charge you this for this. This is going to be in a webinar. Let me know if you've ever seen A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe. If not, put it on your list to go watch. So Russell Crowe plays John Nash. He is a mathematician, if I'm correct, who does code breaking for the U.S. government. Brilliant, extremely brilliant. However, excellent. No worries. Catch you next time. All right, excellent. No, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. And he does code breaking. However, he also deals with schizophrenia, where his entire life, for the most part, he actually sees these three different like voices. It's an older man, a middle-aged man, and also a young girl. And he's dealing with these different voices in his head his entire life. So he pretty much almost kind of goes crazy, but he is still a fixture. I cannot remember the college. I got to watch it again, but he's still a fixture at this college. And they also almost treat him like kind of like a mascot, if you will, because he's still smart, and they send students to him and all this stuff, yada, yada, yada. So it gets to the point where they want to offer him the Nobel Peace Prize. And they send somebody from the committee to interview him and talk to him. And by this time, he's super old. He's actually been able to kind of deal with the voices for the most part in his life. And they're asking him, they talk to him, and they well, hey, how are you doing? Yada yada yada. And he said, well, really, what you want to know is that do I still hear the voices? And they're in the cafeteria at this college, and he looks across the cafeteria. Right? He looks across the cafeteria, and he sees the voices, and he says to the guy, he says, I still hear the voices, but I choose not to acknowledge them. He still hears the voices, but he chooses not to acknowledge them. That is the essence of imposter syndrome, is that when you are on the brink of doing something big, something that's kind of brand new to you, you are going to hear the voices that you can't do it. You're going to hear the naysayers. You may hear your mom and dad who probably didn't support you. You're going to hear your brothers and sisters who told you that, you would never amount to anything. You're going to hear the teachers, right? You're going to hear your spouse. You're going to hear other people that say, I don't even know why you're doing it. But you are on the brink of doing something that you've never done before. And those voices are always going to be there. But it is incumbent upon you to either acknowledge them or not acknowledge them. So, all right. I told you, man, there's so many more things that I want to talk about with that, but I got to save it for the webinar. That's my problem, is that, I want to give stuff away, right? And I am, that's part of my personality, part of who I am. But we're going to be talking more in depth about, the issues of imposter syndrome. How did it come about? All the different people and celebrities and who have been dealing with imposter syndrome, but how you can utilize it to springboard yourself into who you are as well. Excellent, man. You got it, man. You got it. We will talk soon. I am going to shut this podcast. Oh my gosh. See, I'm thinking I'm recording the podcast. That's funny. That is absolutely funny. I am going to shut down this impromptu unboxing live stream down, for the night, and let you guys go, because it's 9:12. I've been on here a pretty decent amount of time, and I appreciate you guys for hanging out. Once again, thank you for the support. If you want to share our YouTube channel with some people, we are trying to grow our channel and get quickly to, as quickly as possible to 100, but also check out our merch store at PrestonSow.com/podcasterslive. And I will probably be on here tomorrow morning doing a quick Q&A with some podcaster stuff. And I'll probably end up, scheduling that tonight. All right. Have a great night, and God bless. If you have any questions, put something in the comment.